Everything we do is about partnerships. We've got the likes of Feed Central, so all of for our feed ration formulation service we use Feed Central for our testing. A lot of our key growers are buying and selling their hays using the Feed Central testing, all those sorts of things. You've got likes of Norco in the room. Norco is one of our key partners in terms of our resellers who we distribute our products through, our clients. Ag Solutions has a real focus on being on farms. All of our guys who are regionally based, they cover smaller territories, so that we're on farm every day, and that's important. Just looking at a soil test and saying how much nitrogen do I need to put on. Okay, that's old school. We've come a long way since then. So soil test as such, and I don't care who does the soil test. We use an independent lab called Hortus Technical Services in Bundaberg. If you've got an old soil test, even something like that, just to give us a bit of a guide as to what your base levels are and where do you come from. Things like nitrogen and sulphur do fluctuate, but your base levels of things like magnesium and phosphorus, they don't move too far in the soil, so they're going to be fairly indicative of what your soils are really like. General rule of thumb is a soil test probably shows you about 5% of what's actually in the soil. Now, are we going to be able to access some of this phosphorus in the green? Yeah. All of it? No. So some of that phosphorus could be tied up in a little stone the size of a pinhead, which is not going to become available in our lifetime. But phosphorus does move in and out of availability. Your mycorrhiza fungi, those sorts of things I'll show you shortly. They're the little guys that go out there and pull phosphorus back to the plant. But it's understanding the soil type, the parent rock material, the fertiliser history, what the soil test is telling us, all those things shed light on what is the nutrient status of that soil.
We're all about knowing what we're doing, and if we don't know what we're doing, we can't get the right results. The first step in knowing what you're doing is actually getting a test, getting something looked at, knowing what you're working with. And Gary spoke about biologicals and microbial systems. Lalamond is a technical company involved specifically with those sorts of things. We're completely microbial and the derivatives thereof. I think this is the way forward for the future, understanding our soils and biologicals and all those sorts of things. Go out there, we do our soil nutrition, we plant our crop, we've got all the best haymaking practices under the sun. We've planted the crop that we wanted to plant. Have you ever thought about where it's actually going to go? Have you ever thought, oh, I'm going to target this into a dairy, I'm going to target this into a feedlot, I'm going to target this into some background in operations, I'm going to go somewhere with it. Have an end target. Look at what sort of animal types we're feeding. So I've really put this together so as guys who are growing hay and making hay, understanding what their end user is looking for, through using Feed Central, one, to buy and sell the product, but also to get it tested so as these guys know what you want. So I'm trying to educate the growers or the producers of the product to be able to say, right, my hay is suitable for a dairy cow ration, or my hay is suitable for a beef cow ration or a feedlot ration because of X, Y, and Z. And I know where I can put that product then. So having an idea on where your marketplace is before you actually end up with a product paddock is a good idea. I know there's a lot of influencing factors along the way that we can't control, weather being one of them. But if we've got an idea on where we want to go to start with and what we need to get there, then we know we can ask for a premium price, or we can make more money, or we can organise our program to fit that marketplace.
You need to feed these plants to your production to produce a quality feed, which we're talking about quality feed and have feed tests done on. So we need to provide the nutrition to get these crops at a high standard. Just some quick planting rates. Marginal dry land, so it's sitting around 40 kilos per hectare in the western areas. With dry land we're up to 60 kilos, and the irrigated crop we're up to 85 to 100 kilos. As I said, the planting windows are a great option. Like we get that window from April to June. If we do have a late break, we can certainly go with dictates with feed or hay crop.
So consistency is probably the most important thing when it comes to listens. Consistent meaning that we have it in the ground for a longer period of time with a higher yield for a longer period of time. So that's where we go with Sardi, where we do know or understand that there are growers that will, every 2 or 3 years, they'll grow it and then they'll rip it out and start again. If you had a persistent product, then one would start to think that you'd probably keep that in for another year or 2 after that. But as growers and as managers of what we do, of what we grow, we've got to make sure that we give it all the best chances to continually grow.
And by feed testing, your customer or the end user of the hay, the silage, the grain, know exactly what they're getting. Therefore, that they can actually manage their productivity of their herd.
First of all, seedbed preparation. We want to reduce our contamination. Now, we're going to be talking mainly about open hay production this morning from our side of things, but yes, we're interested in everything, loosened, everything that's been talked about this morning. Seeding rates. We like to see the seeding rate up high. This is, it does have some deterrents, and one of those is that lower stem bleaching and also lower nutrient values in the bale. But yeah, planting early and planting at high rates. And generally, also tighter row spacings. This helps to keep the product off the ground when we're baling or when we're cutting. And it also thins the stems, so you haven't got that thick stem that is digestibility matter, lifting our non-digestibility matter. It needs to be shedded 365 days in a year, as I said. Product is sold. There's need for greater quality and quantity of hay in this region, as I said. We can work with you if you're going to produce hay. We've got payment options, storage options, so if you don't have